We are live once again. Whoa, and once again, I'm making all sorts of mistakes. Perhaps I should put my microphone on top of this handy chair. Yes, yes, that's perfect. It's going to be perfect. I love being a professional live streamer. Don't you love my professional live stream? There's someone here. I better invite more people because I've got a little bit of a party going on. And by party, I mean one scone. Ooh, I'm gonna have a one scone with jam and clotted cream out here in this garden that I'm very, very lucky to be able to enjoy. Hello, Lodomir. If that is how you pronounce your name. Lovely name. I'm just gonna pop that down a little bit. I don't know really how to frame this. I'll just be here, doing my thing. I'm going to share this with my friends and family so that we can all have a little fun time uh, eating scones together in the garden. So if you will, just bear with me momentarily. I'm going to invite them in. If you would like to bring some lunch or breakfast or any kind of snack to these proceedings, please do. There we go. I'm live and eating a scone. Well, not quite yet, but that is exactly what will happen shortly. Uh, how are you? You doing well? You doing well still? I hope you are. Uh, it's a Polish name. Are you in Poland right now? Lodomir. It's a very nice name indeed. Um, Now I shall share it. I shall share what we're doing on. Oh, you can see my mic from here. Isn't that special? A little bit of a behind the scenes baseball there for you. I'm gonna just pop onto Twitter and let everybody know that I'm having a scone here. So join me live for a scone in the garden. I'm very good at this. Whoa. And by very good, I mean extremely good. I'm just so professional. There we go. Everything's going so well. What time is it where you are? Outside scary place. I within the realms of my garden. Don't worry, I'm at home. I am at home. This is not encouragement for you to leg it outside onto the park or anything. We're all having a nice, tidy time at home. You see the title of this video, it says garden, not park, not public place, not Alton Towers. We're in the garden. I'm just going to share this on Facebook as well. So if you'll bear with me momentarily, it's 3:26. So you in Europe? Where in Europe are you? You're probably in Poland. That's probably where you are. Perhaps not, but I'm going to hazard a guess that that is where you're located. Join me live for a scone in the garden. There we go. Whoosh! Yes, yes. No one has ever live streamed like me before, for better or for worse. Okay, so now I am here and fully present for you. So if I pop this back, sit back a little bit, maybe pop the gain on here a little bit as well. Ooh. Tell me how I sound. Tell me how I sound. Tell me how I look. Just tell me everything, darlings. Yeah, you're in Poland. That is what I suspected. Expected. Okay. So, it's been a long time since I had a scone, but my partner was very brave and got some, as well as some of this clotted cream. It's the only way to have a plain scone, is to kind of doll it up with a bit of sugar. So first of all, time to slice. Scones are very neatly made, or rather they rise really well so that you can just crack them in half. It's like they've got a built-in kind of scissor cut mark, like cut here. There we go. Look how good that was. got a blade of grass on my plate, but I'm just going to remove that. Lovely. And then we're going to apply some cream. Yeah, look at this stuff. This is really weird consistency. As soon as you start, it's because it's not like butter. It kind of tricks you. It kind of looks like butter, but when you start kind of fondling it around, it goes all. It's like mozzarella more than butter. So now we're going to cream our scone, I guess. I was about to say butter, but yes, cream the scone. La 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 la. Now, do you put clotted cream on both bits, or do you put clotted cream on one bit and jam on the other? I feel like you only put one on one piece each. There we go. So there's our clotted cream bit. And now we're going to apply some jam. Yes, yes. Oh, I can't even remember the last time I ate outside. It's funny what a pandemic will do to you. Again, for those just joining, I'm not in a I'm I'm not in a park. I'm not in a public place. I'm in my own garden. I'm doing this to enjoy what we have here already. Oh, everything's getting a bit windswept now. Bit of action for you, bit of drama. Hope the mic isn't freaking out with the wind hitting it. Let me know if it is. Because if it gets real bad, then we can just go into my living room. Only time I leave home now is for work. I don't prefer home these days. Yeah, I don't blame you. Um, you should stay at home as often as possible. This is just me using the garden to the best of my ability. And now we're going to take our two scone pieces and we're going to make them kiss. Mwah. Perfect. One delicious scone. I think you will find. I'm about to find it. You know, I think I could have put more stuff in here, but you know what? You can't have too much of a good thing, so I'm not going to go crazy. Mm. That's the stuff. Mm. If you're at your computer, I invite you, come forth with your snacks, with your lunch, your dinner, your supper, mm, breakfast, whatever it is you have. Bring it forth. Eat with me, here and now. This is a live mukbang, if that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. And remember, you know, I know we're in a pandemic, but we still have to keep up this craze of drinking water. Mm. Remember to drink water every second of the day or you'll die. Mm. Delicious. I do have a lovely garden. This place is my partner's late grandparents' place, so we are very, 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 very lucky people. Extraordinarily lucky people that we get to enjoy their home and their garden. And to be honest, we haven't made that much use of the garden, um, socially speaking. We don't really hang out here, and it just seems daft not to use it. It just seems like such a waste of a beautiful space. So yeah, I thought, why not? And why not invite other people out here as well? Can't be here physically, but you can be here in another way, virtually. Uh, let's see. You've never actually majestic junk. You've never had a scone? Oh no. Well, there are there are a few different kinds of scones, so I'll take you through the ones that I am most familiar with. So this one right here, this is a plain scone. So it doesn't have any crazy kind of flavors added to it at all. And you can just basically bung whatever you want in the middle of it. So that's why I could just put jam and clotted cream in here. Another kind of scone that you'll see a lot is a sultana scone. They're very popular as well. You generally just put butter in those. And the third kind of scone that comes to mind is a cheese scone. So if you're more of a savory kind of person, cheese scones are great. They're all delicious. You can even like take your scone before you put anything in it and then just put it in the microwave for 5 seconds, just give it a little bit of heat, and then when you butter it, the butter just melts right in. It's really good. So yeah, if you next time you're in the shops, if you have the luxury of going down a scone aisle, you know, the scone aisle, dedicated to all the scones, then yeah, you should definitely hit it up. Try one because they're very good. They're very naughty. I feel like being naughty in a legal way. I can stay at home and be cheeky. Hydration for the nation. Correct. We must stay hydrated in these trying times. I get sconed every afternoon at 4. What's your name? Marty Fox. That's extremely good. Well done. Let's see. I was very picky as a child with food. Well, I'm assuming that you're not a child anymore. You have the freedom to choose, hopefully, what you eat, and I recommend you have one of these. Um, let's see. Message retracted. Robocat, what did you say? Excuse me, Miss Jennifer Lopez. Yes, you know I love Jennifer Lopez's dress. I actually have, well, the one that I sung in my cringe video, which you can see on my channel, that dress is actually based on the dress. This is just completely different, but is a dress I really like, and I haven't had the chance to wear it yet. I think I got it for Christmas. Um, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna get in the garden and be all this and eat a scone. Ah, mm. You know, you have to find luxury where you can get it. This is not what I look like or act like on a regular basis. So you have to snatch what you can when you're in the mood. Let's see. The stream is so comfy. I'm glad you're comfy. Yeah, get some food. Get snuggled down, and we can just chill out for a while. Can I just ooh, get like that? Is that okay? Is that all right? Nothing's showing. Oh, let's see now. I had no idea there were different types of scones. This is like when I discovered there were more than two types of tea. Yeah, there are different kinds of every sweet thing, basically. Um, so yeah, like there are so many different kinds of cheesecakes, as you may well be aware, having been subscribed to my channel. My partner got me a little book of scones once, which is like a recipe book full of different scone flavors that you can bake. Um, Most of them are different kind of cheeses. So like, I'm just gonna move the laptop so it doesn't get hit by the sun. So like, sour cream and chive. Lots of different kinds of cheeses like red Leicester and blue cheese and walnut scones. They're really good. I've made those. Maybe that's something I could make because they're really easy and I could stream doing that. There's a chair in the shot. It's wrecking my jive. It's ruining the mojo. Being get out. There we go. So, uh, yeah, Google it. Google scone recipes, and you'll find like 100 different things. I'm really nervous that my chest is showing. I'm gonna trust that it isn't, and I'm also gonna trust that you're mature enough to handle it if it does. Mm, mm, yeah. How tall am I? Not that tall. I'm like um 5'2", if that. Mm. I measured myself last year, and I just remember being very disappointed. I'm very short. If it looks like I'm tall, it's because I dress to kind of accentuate my legs, and when I take photos of myself, I generally have a kind of low down angle. Um, so so it just makes me look like a giantess, and I really like that aesthetic. But whoa, something went bang. But no, I'm very short. So yeah, if anyone ever meets me in person, then they're gonna be like, oh my god, you're so small. I'm very small. I dress long. That's a really good way of putting it, Super Cookie. I dress long. Mm, 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 mm. What do you all have to eat? What are your favorite things to eat during a picnic? What would you grab if you could grab anything and share it with your friends? Because I'm personally, I love scones. You know what I really love? I really love Battenberg. Battenberg is so good. For the uninitiated, Battenberg is like that kind of rectangular cake, and it's covered in yellow marzipan, and then it's got those kind of four corresponding squares, which are like yellow and pink, and then they have jam kind of going through them and across. It's really good. I highly recommend it if you've never had Battenberg. I don't even like marzipan and stuff that much, but it's just it's just divine. My partner is taking away our extension cord because he is going to trim the hedge. See, my partner is a hard-working man, and I am a lady of luxury, just lounging around the garden, stuffing my face and wearing big earrings while he trims the hedge. He's my Samwise Gamgee. You can see he's just working really hard for me. Um, let's see. It's a very worrying back. Don't worry. It's just if whatever it was probably a door slamming. There aren't any like guns or anything over here. We're fortunate. Um, I like to find bugs and critters. You like to find them? Well, if that's what you like to do, then good on you, Vanilla Milkshake. I'm glad you've got a passion in life. What kind of bugs do you like finding? And where do you like finding them? I wouldn't really want to find any bugs during a picnic, personally. Although I do love seeing butterflies flying around. Probably just have a ham and cheese sandwich. You know, the basics, you know, they can keep you going. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's all you need, then you probably got a good life if you're happy with the simpler things. I like ham and cheese sandwiches too. I'm relatable. I'm one of the people. No, I love a ham and cheese sandwich. You know what? I just said that, but I've actually tried to be pescatarian since the middle of last summer. so, so pescatarian just means you only eat fish as your meat substance, uh, but you eschew any other meat. But I did love ham. Oh, did I love ham? I loved gammon. Um, my grandma used to make the most amazing gammon joint with these delicious roast potatoes. I suppose I can still eat roast potatoes, but yeah, those are the days. Flapjacks with ice cream. That's quite a combination. I've not thought of that before. Flapjacks with ice cream. See, I think of flapjacks as kind of like a snack food, and then ice cream is very luxurious. So interesting combination there. Yes, a nice glass of. You know, I'd ask what that is, but I think I've heard of that before. 1950s type mood. Well, that's very flattering. I wish the sun would come out a bit more. It's gone a bit grey now. Life must be good. I'm making the most of it. Trust me. I know I look like I'm having the time of my life, but I've been having a few panic attacks here and there. Here and there. I don't know if you were present for yesterday's live stream, but I came home from doing a bit of shopping to get some ingredients, and in my haste to wash all of my outer layers, because I like to put my coat in the washing machine straight after I get in from outside, I threw my coat in the washing machine without taking my phone out of my pocket first, and now I don't have a phone. So, uh, yeah, it's not all peaches and cream right now. It can be quite hectic. I've had a few cries, a few stress cries in recent memory. So yes, what you're seeing right now is me at my best. I'm sorry. So yeah, let me know if the sound is okay because I'm kind of below my microphone right now. If it sounds a bit funny, I'll move it. Mantids are my favorite, but for me, the bigger the better. I've never seen a mantid. I'm thinking of the. I'm thinking of a mantis. I'm not sure what a mantid is. I'm just gonna look that up. Whoop. Mantid. My keyboard's crazy. Mantid. Let's see, what is that? Oh, I love how slow this is. I hope I'm not ruining the stream for any of you by how slow just Google itself is moving. Well, it automatically went to mantis, so perhaps that's just what you meant. Perhaps you meant a mantis. I'd love to see a mantis, personally. I like it. I like it when I like it when mantises do this. I think that's really cool. I think that's it's very fierce of them to pose in such a way. So that was my mantis. I hope you liked it. Don't ask me to pose like other insects because they're generally all a bit kind of from there on out. Mantises have arms, most insects don't. Let's see. If there are grapes at a picnic, I'll nick them all. A real Dionysus. Any kind of cut up fruit is so simple, but it feels so luxurious to me. You sound like you're from the Victorian era, or a treat. You take pleasure in things that are healthier, then good for you. Um, that's awful. I don't know what's awful. I'm sorry. I'm going so slow in this conversation, but whatever it is, it's awful. Oh, you're probably talking about my phone thing. Yeah, it's bad. I've ordered a new phone though. I have since ordered a new phone. Um, in the last week, I've ordered a new desktop Mac and a new phone because we have to do what we can to keep the economy alive. Like how the wind is blowing dramatically while I say that, but it's true. Um, if there are things that you can buy to have delivered, and you know that those places will deliver safely, it's probably a good idea because places are going to need money and we need to spend money. Um, I'm not a capitalist at all, like down with it, but if it's what we're depending on right now for other people to eat, then yeah, like I would like other people to eat, certainly. Yeah, you said mantis. Right side, no germs on it. I'm not. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad with this chat. You live and you learn. I'll be good at this one day. Um, you're drawing of a mantis by you. Well, I don't know if I've got the time for that, but it's certainly an insect I would draw if I was about to draw an insect. How goes animation? Um, well, I'm not doing any right at this moment. Right at this moment, I'm just kind of living from second to second. Um, oh, there's a spider on my laptop. Can anyone see the spider? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. I lowered the camera as much as I could without turning off the laptop altogether. Um, well, the animation that I did just make and did just finish will be out in less than a week. It'll be out on April 10th. You've got to keep your eyes peeled to see where that's coming. I know I said I was never going to use that phrase again, and I just did. Keep your eyes wide. There we go. Keep your eyes open. Be alert. Stay frosty for that. Speaking of odd, try dipping fries in milkshakes. It tastes surprisingly good. I think the whole world is slowly discovering how good salty food tastes when it's dipped in sugar. Um, like that's what that whole salted caramel boom was about. It was like, whoa, these two things go together, and whoa, as it happens, if you chuck salt on sugar, it tastes great. I think it's because we're just ravenous animals who will eat all bad things at once. Um, but yeah, I should try that. What did I try that was like that recently? Can't remember. If it comes to my mind, I'll let you know. But yeah, dipping stuff is definitely interesting. Absolutely love that dress. I love all green dresses. Most of my dresses are green. Um, so yes, love to get fashionable with that. Sorry, I just saw a neighbour walking by in their garden, so I got a little distracted. Um, chocolate and crisps are quite underrated. Chocolate and crisps together, I just don't know. There's an ant crawling around on my plate. Off you go. There's probably a lesson I should learn here, like eat my damn food. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. It's good. Can I lie down? I was just gonna look if I lie down. Mm-mm. Oh, I can't see anything if I lie down. My sun it gets in my eyes. Mm. time is beginning to feel meaningless, isn't it? It's like I saw someone say on Twitter, there's no more days of the week, it's just yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and it just never ends. Although in recent months I did take a lot of holiday hours off from my part time job so that I could stay at home and work on freelance and do my animation. And when you're doing that, that kind of time fuckery occurs. Like you just don't know what point of the week that you're in. Everything just starts feeling the same. And we're only at the beginning. We're only at the beginning of this. Is there any essential workers in the stream with me today? If you're an essential worker, please say hello. Because you're incredible. If you have to, certainly if you have to work at the NHS or if you're a hospital worker of any kind, sanitation worker, um, if you're working in any shops, if you're working, if you're a delivery person of any kind, whatever essential work you're doing, um, you're a hero and you're doing incredible work so that fucking princesses like me can loll around. It's crazy. But on Tuesday, you might have seen this from Jacksepticeye if you follow him at all. On Tuesday, there is going to be the beginning of a big fundraising event called Hope from Home to generate as much money as possible, raise as much money as possible to address the food, medical, and educational insecurities that the COVID-19 crisis has caused world over. I know that Red Nose Day, the company behind Red Nose Day, is having a big hand in it. So I am going to try and stream on Tuesday to raise money if possible. You can donate already. I think the donation page is on Tiltify. If you Google Hope from Home, you'll find it. Let's see. It's tiltify.com slash united way slash hope from home. So if you go there, you'll be able to donate right now. And you should, because there's literally nothing more important. There's nothing more important than we're facing right now than this crisis. And what we need to do, especially people like me, is to give our money to people who are saving our asses every day. It cannot, the severity of this situation cannot be overstated, and we should do something. Especially, like, money can be tight for a lot of us, and if money's tight for you and you can only spend money on yourself, eating, paying bills, paying rent, ugh, fair enough. But if you are the kind of person who has disposable income, you go on holidays each year, maybe you have a mortgage, you got plenty of savings, please give some of that money to people who absolutely need it more than you do right now. I have donated to a local hospital charity, local to me at least, of course, because I was like, I can't just hoard my savings at this moment. It makes me feel like a dragon in the worst way. It doesn't make me feel cool. It makes me feel bad. So if you've got savings, please, please give some money to people who are saving your life and the life of people that you love right now. You might not know anyone personally who is in a hospital or is in a bad situation right now, but that is because these people are working to protect you. Everyone working in hospitals at the moment is working to the nail to look after as many people as possible and try to stop this from spreading. Like, please, if I doubt there's anyone watching this who thinks that this sort of thing is a joke, that thinks this crisis is a joke. But if you do, you gotta get with it. you've got to get down to earth and realize that this is real. This is real. It's frightening. Um, I'm gonna look at the chat again now. Going into my essential job later today. Oh, RoboCat, good luck. What is it that you do? It's very scary, um, but I wish you luck. I hope that you don't have to travel with too many people or anything like that. I hope that the place that you work in is respecting you and letting you have the space that you need. Um, I finally caught you live. Yes, well done. Thank you for catching me. What kind of drawing tablet do you use? Any recommendations? I use a Cintiq at the moment. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what specifications I have. I've got my little Wacom desktop center still open. Maybe it can tell me. Blah, 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 blah. No device connected. Well, that's natural, I guess. Well, Cintiq is great. The Cintiq that I got it about hmm, 4 years ago. I got it just about 4.5 years ago. Um, so if there's any Cintiqs out there that are 4.5 years old, well, they're good to me. So maybe they'll be good for you. So yeah, that's a Wacom Cintiq. They're excellent. I'm sure there are others on the market. I know there are certainly cheaper ones. Cintiqs are pretty damn expensive for that brand. But yeah, have a look, see what's good. Um, yeah, and after insulting, but like, yeah, I'll read out your comments talking about what that's like because I think people want to know, as long as you're comfortable sharing that sort of thing. Um, I think it's important that people know what it is like to be working on the front line. So if you're comfortable sharing that information, talk about it. Ooh, I'm just going to stretch because lying like this is actually quite painful. Oh, stretch. Oh, oh, it's a little bit better. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna sit up for a while. That's a bit better. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. That's a little bit better. Ah, my laptop on my lap. Whoa, crazy stuff. Mm. Someone's just quoting Game Grumps at me. I am familiar with them. I'm quite familiar. So yeah, Tuesday is the day that this big fundraising event goes off, and I believe the general hashtag for the entire thing is called United We Stream. So check out United We Stream on Twitter and on Instagram and on Twitch. I don't use Twitch, but I think there's going to be Twitches as well, naturally, because this is a streaming thing. I might put this laptop on top of a chair. If you'll just bear with me, just a moment. Just gonna give myself a little platform so we can talk face to face. I don't have to lunge all over the place, and you don't have to look down my dress because that is just frightful for everyone involved. There we go. That's better. Isn't that better? Feels better for me. Lovely. Oh, thank you, Jason Voorhees. It's very sweet of you. You must be on the edge of your home Wi-Fi coverage. Uh, possibly, possibly. After my gingerbread stream yesterday, uh, I checked it out, and the first half of the stream looks great, and the second half of the stream goes really crazy. And there's like, I don't know what it's called when everything kind of goes square and glitchy, and things are still moving, but some things are kind of stiff. Like that might be happening with the stream right now when we play it back, but the audio is fine, and that's what really matters. Um, yeah, I should probably stop streaming in a second if I want to have anything left. Uh, yeah. Uh, oh, the props going. Yeah. Yes, I'm very prepared with all of these props to help me do the best that I can in my performance. Um, doing all right. Norway, where I am, have managed to mitigate a fair bit with going pretty hard on the lockdown. Currently, only 66 fatalities here. Still tragedy, but that is it's better than we're doing. So well done. Um, cool. It's frightening. I'm sorry that it's so frightening. Um, I hope that if there's anyone you live with, I hope that they're being comforting for you. I hope that you're getting support from your friends and family because, yeah, I don't think there's anything more stressful than dealing with an enemy, as it were, that's invisible. Um, so yeah, you're doing incredible work. Thank you very much. We are, we then again we have a low population. That is also a thing. Like I'm scared of. I don't know if this is a thing we want to talk about because it's going to get really sad really quickly. So maybe I'm going to stay away from uh, the direct uh, conversation of death. But yeah, it's it's frightening wherever you are. But I'm glad Norway is at least doing better than other places. Ah, hmm. And we're nearly at 40 minutes, so I'm going to stop streaming at 40 minutes so that I can save some of my bandwidth, as you say. I don't want to go crazy because I need to save some of this stuff for Tuesday. So yeah, I'm going to try and raise money. I'm going to try. I don't know if this interests you, but I'm going to get on my exercise bike and try to go for a whole hour whilst like pumping dumbbells at the same time. I have not trained for this. I've basically sat on my ass for the last year animating, and I have been on my bike a total of one time in the last in the last month. So like, so that'll be very entertaining. There'll be a soundtrack, hopefully, so it won't just have to be dead silence while I go the entire time. That would be depressing. But yeah, if we can kind of work some kind of uh, money raising thing into that, then that would be pretty great. Let's raise some money for people who need it. That would be cool. I think that would be a cool thing that we can do together. Um, I get free beer from my roommate, so that's nice. It sounds like you need it. It sounds like you need it, Ultima. Uh, good on you. Uh, do you think it's ironic all the stuff is happening around the release of the Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil Remake 3? Well, considering how there's always some goddamn zombie game coming out, it doesn't seem to mean much to me. Zombie things are always happening in the media, so it was only likely that something was going to be coming out. Streams are so damn chill, thanks. Well, I don't know how to make a stream hectic. I guess that's what being a gamer is all about. You play a scared, chilled out let's play than others. Let's be frank. If we're being comparative, yeah. I also want to bring like a kind of 2007 vibe into my live streams. You know, that kind of vlog style where people just unedited sit in front of their camera and talk. It's wild. What is that about? But yeah, why not? Bring it back. Let's get retro. Um, Crunchy snack plus stream audio turns out to be a bad idea. Oh, have you been eating some crisps or something? God bless you. You live and you learn. Have you ever tried voice acting? The only time I voice acted was for my own stuff. So for my Alien 3 parody, which is on my channel, and for my Undertale cartoon, also on my channel. Perhaps you've seen both. Perhaps you've seen neither, but I was in both of them, so check them out. Oh, we're over 40 minutes now, so it is time for me to go. Thank you very much for joining me today in my garden. Before I go, I'll just swing the camera around. You can take a look a little bit more at the garden. So here is the back of the house. Lots of lovely plants. I think those are, if you could call plants, just there. Tulips, I think. If they're not tulips, they're probably crocus. Someone might be yelling at this live stream going, no, they're not, there's something else. We've got lots of cute flowers. We're in a kind of sunken lawn right now. And if I lift this up, you'll be able to see a little bit more of the garden. Whoa. I apologize if you can't hear me that well. My partner was very brave, and he well, brave is the wrong word, just physically strong. He mowed the lawn for us yesterday because I'm pathetic at that sort of thing. I mean, just look at me. But so yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Remember to stay at home as at every opportunity. Wash your hands, yada yada yada. Check out my other streams if you've enjoyed this one and you haven't seen my others. They're all kind of this nature. Yesterday's was pretty hectic because I was in the kitchen. But yeah, I hope that you have a good day and a good week. Good day and a good week and a good month. I'm going to say it. And a good year. I hope we have a good year when all is said and done, because we don't know what's coming. Beyond this, it could be incredible. I hope it is. Hopefully we won't look back on this video and go, oh, Imogen, little did you know. I mean, it's going to be complicated. I know that much. Okay. I'm going to just end up gabbing on if I keep going on. So I'm going to say bye-bye now. Okay. Bye-bye, all of you. Thank you for joining me.